Next up is Ron Prichard, CFO of Energes. Ron, can you give us some insight into Energes' decision to implement FieldFX and integrate with Dell Boomi?
Absolutely, Emily. First, let me just say again, I appreciate the opportunity to be here this afternoon and share our story with you. Energes is a small PE-backed firm, and we specialize in well flow management and industrial safety. Our customer base is heavily concentrated in Texas, southeast New Mexico. And we recently have gone through some substantial changes in early 2015, whereby we eliminated a lot of unprofitable business lines and really retrenched around our core operations. And in going through that process, it really became apparent that we had some big issues to address with respect to the order to cash cycle. And first and foremost is we knew we were going to have to do more work with fewer people. We'd cut our back office staff in connection with the reorg by more than 50%, and we were working with ostensibly a speak and spell, but it was a paper and Excel-based system, not unlike a lot of other small companies. So we knew we also had some revenue leakage, and we had billing and collection delays as well. So that said, we also, looking to the future, knew that we wanted something as we kind of move through this difficult market environment and come out the backside. We knew we wanted something that was scalable, so we didn't want to go through a system conversion process now and then have to do it again in a few years. And so that really ultimately drove the selection of FieldFX and Boomi together as a platform. We knew that they could meet us where we are today, and we knew that they could grow and evolve with us as we change in the future. So, and I think that's really one of the key strengths of this pairing is that what we're presenting today, again, is FieldFX and integrating with SAP through Boomi. We're actually on QuickBooks Online, so if these guys can integrate us, they can integrate anybody really. And we also like the flexibility that Boomi provided in terms of really being a Swiss Army knife and being able to integrate not just ticketing and invoicing, but also looking at time and equipment tracking, payroll integration, customer EDI portal integration, things like that. So just the status of our project is that it's ongoing. So we've got 2 service lines. We have completed the rollout for our safety business, and we're expecting to have the rest of the implementation complete in Q1 of 16. And so just the results to date have been very favorable. We feel like we have a dramatic improvement in our control over ticketing. We feel like we have really substantially reduced revenue leakage. We feel like we have a lot more visibility into the jobs that are going on, making sure that there's consistent pricing and tax issues that are being handled properly up front, and not we're not finding problems on the back end. One of the key concerns that we did have as we stepped off into this process was the inherent kind of concern or uncertainty of our field folks around moving away from something familiar and moving to something new, moving to something paper to something electronic. And I liken it to getting a new dog, right? So the new dog is never at first going to be as good as the old dog was, right? But once you have a chance to get to know it, scratch it behind the ears, rub its belly, see it's not going to bite you, you tend to make friends quickly, and that's what we found. As an example, we not long after we flipped the switch, we had a situation where we had a particular company man that we were trying to track down, and he was about a 2-3 hour drive from the office, and we've been trying to track him down for a while. And so rather than having to jockey a paper ticket across South Texas, we were able to we had a field tech that was about a mile down the road from this particular company man, and we were able to sync the ticket out to his tablet. He drove down the road, got the ticket signed, and it was invoiced almost immediately. So once the guys saw how easy that was and that nobody had to climb in the truck and fish this wadded up, illegible, paper handwritten field ticket and straighten it out on the dashboard and put it down for the company man to sign, I think they really started seeing the value, not just to us from in management, but also to them. You know, it impacted their lives directly. So they were very pleased and very quick on the uptake there. The other thing I would just point out, again, with the Boomi side of things, you know, we've all but eliminated the lag between the time that we get the ticket signed and the time that it's, you know, it's invoiced in the system and out the door to start the payment process. So again, we've only done the safety side of the business. We expect to see very similar results from the well flow management side once we bring them online in Q1. We have seen a substantial reduction in DSO. Again, don't have full metrics until the project is finished, but everything has been very, very favorable. And again, we're looking forward to the opportunity to find other ways to integrate this into other facets of our business as we go forward. So that's our story in brief, and with that, I'll hand it back off to you, Emily.